Greetings everyone and welcome to the stream. Got some Grand Arena to play today. Going to be doing this Darth Loquitur account. A little over 10 million galactic power. We'll be doing the Lex Talionis project. 2.5 million galactic power afterwards. Stuck in Bronzium, eternally fighting accounts that are way too big to be in Bronzium. But let's see if we can get the occasional victory and keep moving back up. How's everybody doing today? Got Jar Jar in the house. Ask me how things are going with my business. Slow so far. Gonna take a while to get started up. Gotta gain some momentum. I'm gonna be working on this channel and my Loquitur RPG channel some as well, so you should see some more videos start popping up on these channels. So that'll be relaxing for me. I'm kind of in decompression mode still, trying to scramble around and get all the things done that I need to get done. Yeah, it's pretty crazy so far, so we'll see how things go. All right. We've got an interesting opponent today. Raph Koster. Looks like there should be an L in there, right? Looks like it should be a Ralph. But it's Raph, I guess. Raph Koster. 9.8 million galactic power, so less galactic power than us. 4 in ships, 5.8 in characters. Galactic War Battles 122,314. So that's 5.5 years. If we look at inventory, for capital ships, we've got Leviathan, Profundity, Executor, all 3. Malevolence, Negotiator, all of the other stuff. So he's got a pretty good advantage on us in fleet. In characters, 5 Galactic Legends, so a little bit less Galactic Legends than we've been fighting here recently. No Jabba, no Lord Vader. And then on the light side, I don't see a Rey, which is interesting. He's got a lot of the newer stuff, though. Bane is in the house. The Galactic Republic. I wish there was some way to sort Galactic Republic where you could see like the newer stuff. But here we've got Queen Amidala, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, all 3 already done. Look at the Gungans, already done. Bo-Katan, Mandalore. Not done yet. So not all of the new stuff, but most of it, most of the pretty good stuff. So we got a good battle on our hands here. Let's take a look at mods and just see what we've got for speed here. Mara Jade, fastest non-GL character, 332 speed. That's not terribly fast for a Mara Jade. If that's his fastest character, we may have a mod advantage. 325 for Scout Trooper. Let's go down a little bit, so she'll be over 300. Cat is 321. Okay. So we've got a little bit of a mod advantage. Might help us in some cases. All right, so characters are about even. He's got an advantage in ships. We've got an advantage in mods. That's what it's looking like. Characters on defense. We got JMK. Here we've got Mon Mothma with Luthen, Relic 5. We've got a Rogue One team with a datacron. And this Rogue One team, our last opponent, their Rogue One team shut us down. Got Gungans here that we have to deal with. And then the CLS team on defense, that can be a solo Savage for us, I think. So we'll get that pretty easily. We do have the Queen Amidala team here. Malgus. Then we've got a Qui-Gon team, but the Qui-Gon team has no datacron and also Old Ben. If you're going to put a Qui-Gon team on defense, I really recommend keeping it all Galactic Republic. It does you know, make it so that when Anakin gets his big hit, he hits a lot harder, assuming that you've taken somebody low. So yeah, even if I want a tank, I'll put in Mace or something like that. I typically don't want to break up that Galactic Republic synergy that you know, causes this team to be such a menace. We got the clones here with Rex and a datacron, and we know the legendary the legendary durability of this team. Bonus mechanic for tank characters: gain 20% max health and protection. First time they lose all their protection, they recover. When tanks are inflicted with a taunt, a debuff, they taunt. So 5s is going to be annoying. We'll have to take in a lot of damage against that team. We got Traya up here. Luckily, it's pretty low-level Traya stuff. It's Gear 12 Traya and Relic 1 Savage. So we could probably... We just need a high damage team here. We might be able to do something like a Fennec Shand team or something like that. Some bounty hunters. And try to get through them that way with big hits. The Jedi would work well there. I feel like Jedi could also work here. We could also just try to do an insta-kill team against this. Traya, for example. And just execute Rex. 5s will have taunt all the time, right? We might have to execute him too. But maybe Traya here. Jedi here is a bit overkill, but might have to be done. This Padme team, though. Queen Amidala. 95% defense. Support ally. Synergy on level 6. I don't know. I feel like I might need just take JMK in here. JMK seems to be pretty reliable. Yeah. So that seems like an option for us. JMK, use the insta-kill. Kill the Queen Amidala, take out the other two guys. Are you guys aware of another reliable counter to this Padme team? Is there something else out there that's like a non-GL that deals with this? Because the team is pretty insane. They got buffs for days, debuffs for days. Not the clone, the decoy is super annoying. Sith Empire. I tried Sith Empire once. Isolate doesn't work against the decoy. So how do you get to any of the meaningful characters around the decoy once it's out if you can't isolate it? Alex says I usually use Bane against her. GNK Elite says, hey there, DL. Hey, GNK. So you just Bane it up. I kind of like Bane here. If we've got a Leia on the back wall or something like that, we still have SLKR in our pocket. Plus, you know, Bane hasn't been killing any of the Leias with the datacron. So it might be a good call. Use this here. Let's see if we've got a good datacron with a bunch of defense on it. I like just a ton of defense for this guy. His damage is always going to get there, right? So we don't really have to worry about damage. This is some defense. Armor penetration, that's a lot of defense. This is the kind of thing I like. 158% defense, bunch of armor penetration, potency, crit damage. It doesn't have any good mechanics for us. Jedi allies grant buffs. It's not too important. I don't think there's any teams we need that for. Good for our Jedi team, of course, if we separate out JML from other Jedi. Okay, let's do Bane here. I like that idea. Pavoni fan says Bane's a good option. All right. Well, we don't want to remove buffs yet, so let's do this. Just get some damage down. Now they're going to have all kinds of buffs with it that we can get rid of. Clear buffs twice, and they still have buffs left over. It's crazy. Okay. And then we're just doing the thing. Oh, Queen Amidala down. That surprised me. I did not think we would get her like that. That means Clone's gone for good. And then we'll do this. Yikes. Bane's so good. Bane is so good. Alright. We could do gas here, or honestly, we could do Sith Eternal. There's no Rey. That saves gas for another team if there's like Tuskens or some crazy stuff on the back wall. What else could we use against the Malgus? Maybe the Jedi there as well. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of just bullying that with a Galactic Legend and being done with it. Let's do Rogue One here against the Qui-Gon team. Uh-oh. I put Rogue One on defense, didn't I? I did. I put the Rogue One on defense. So we need something else here. Man, I've gotten so used to using Rogue One here. I'm not even sure what else I'm going to take in. Let's see. What could work here? Mandalorians? How would the Mandalorians deal with this taunt? If Mandos had a way to deal with that taunt, it would be... I'd be good to go. Jedi Knight Luke is an option against Malgus if you want to be extra greedy. We did Knight Luke. What did we do? We did Knight Luke, Cal Kestis, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, and Revan. And Revan got annihilated in one hit. He just got disappeared off the map in one shot. So we could try that. All right. What to do here though? Is this a Night Sister? Can Night Sisters beat this? We got to be able to get rid of the taunt, get rid of Qui-Gon. I feel like there's just a lot of stuff that'll work here, but a lot of it works and then there's no guarantee that it'll finish. Because you kill Qui-Gon and then, you know, potentially the Jedi just, you know, kill you in a couple hits. So I like Raddus because it really has good control. But we also don't need to save everything either, right? So we could use a better team here. All right, you guys are talking about the Malgus matchup, so let's take a look at that. So you like Luke, Cal, and then Hermit? That seems good. Let's try to find a good datacron for them. Light side allies gain 15%, armor penetration, health, steal, potency, crit damage. That's a lot of crit damage. Not a lot of staying alive, though. This has protection, crit damage, health, physical damage, health, protection, crit damage. And added buffs when we do a basic. It's not bad. It's got a little bit of everything on this datacron. Okay, and then Hermit Yoda will go on Luke for sure. Okay. We'll just do a basic, and we'll do a whirlwind thingy. Target Bastille of Fallen. This dispels debuffs, so we can do that. Gave fear to Hermit, though, which probably wasn't the ideal thing to do. Alright, switch stances. Go in for a big hit. We don't have Jedi Master on anybody yet. Let's try to get Yoda cleared up. Okay. Go over to Revan, see if we can get a kill. Nope, not quite yet. We have to target over here. We can't assist on Revan anyway, so that's useless. Do that. And we're at 30. So we can just get the insta-kill here. And then just take a basic because we can't assist. Okay, 55 banners. That's pretty clean. I mean, it's not perfect banners, but beat Malgus. Pretty nicely, actually. Okay. Now these guys. We need damage here, right? We just need tons of damage. Let's see. Gas? We could do gas in here, but I feel like gas would be solo pretty quick. They'll kill my clones pretty quickly. Maul could be interesting. The dazes, though, if we got dazed, it would be pretty bad. CLS seems like it should have enough damage to get through here. I didn't see where I needed this for something else. So maybe we could take CLS. We could also maybe just take Traya. We could do something like Traya, Nihilus, and the tank. And use that. Isolate, and it doesn't matter how big Fives gets, he ain't ever coming back. Kill Rex right away. So isolate, kill Rex as soon as possible, and then we should have plenty of time to kill off the other two, even if we need to use, you know, Nihilus execute to do it eventually. Might have to play a little patience game. This got a little bit of a bunch of different stuff. Dark side allies use a special, they gain turn meter. I like that for this group. Jelly Watch says greetings from Germany. Hey. Storm Pooper says, hey DL, how was your week? It was, I don't know, surreal. It's a week that will go down in my memory as, like, I don't know, foggy. It's crazy. Crazy. For anybody who's not aware, I resigned from my job. My last day was Wednesday of last week. It's something I've been thinking about doing for a long time. Decided to finally pull the trigger on it, and we will see whether we can make a go of working for myself or if I'll have to go back to work for somebody else. Either one is a possibility. But yeah. So it kind of all doesn't seem real at the moment, I suppose. All right. I think we get rid of Rex right away, right? Wait, what? What just happened? What just happened to me? We're gonna get the sacrifice here because I'm a bit lost. So what? First time a character goes below a certain amount of health, is that it somehow triggered? Or Fives protected him and then didn't sacrifice? Or did sacrifice but didn't die because of the datacron? Like, what are the mechanics behind whatever just happened there? The first time they lose all their protection, they recover protection and max protection. But just because he recovered, I mean, the execute's not doing damage anyway, right? Instantly defeat. Yeah. Can't be evaded. We hit Rex with that, and Rex just stood there, and Fives did not go. Fives didn't go away, and neither did Rex. Jelly Watch says, "My dear guildmate, how are you?" Doing good. Doing good, man. Just sitting here, enjoying some time with cool people. All you Inquisitors out there, cool people, hanging out on the channel, watching me play GAC, maybe learning something about playing your own GACs. That's the goal. Have fun together with other people. Man, we got to try something different here, and it's got to be something that we can make into a reliable counter. If we're going to put Rogue One on defense, we really need a reliable counter. So what if we did Padme? What does Padme look like against this team? We could put in... Got to put in Snips. And then, who can we put in as the third? Shakti? Just stay at full life. Try to stay cleansed so we don't have the healing immunity on us. And basically use Ahsoka to clear the debuffs, the buffs, make sure we don't have taunt. And then when we've got courage stacks up, we just kill Qui-Gon. And once we kill Qui-Gon, hopefully the other two have courage stacks in, and that's it, right? We don't have the Gideon Padme version of the team. So if this works, if this could work, then I would have something that I could use against other teams like this. That's a datacron. We don't want to just throw that away. We'll take this one. Some protection, crit damage, some defense. Support character mechanics. Seems good. A datacron overriding annihilation is an example of the problem with PvP right now. PvP right now is so datacron focused. Like, I don't pay so much attention to datacrons. I get them. I get what I can. I don't do a whole lot of re-rolling. I just kind of build a bunch of datacrons, and then, you know, usually I have a couple good ones, some that are in the middle, and then a few that are just like stats that I can use on other teams when I need it. But these last two sets, that strategy has not been effective. These datacrons are game-changing, and I kind of slept on that. So everybody who built good datacrons for these last two sets is way ahead of me in GAC. Padme Kenobi Ahsoka works for me versus Qui-Gon. I want to save the Kenobi for the GK team, though, because I have to fight Kenobi versus Kenobi, and I'm probably just going to do that as a mirror match. Probably just do that as a mirror match. Or I could try SLKR in threes. Right? We could try SLKR there with, like, the Night Sisters and let Cat kill the zombie, and then try to get SLKR to, you know, beat that team before they go Nova. We're going to try it with Shock. Okay, there we go. And I can go ahead and restore some right away. Do we want Courage right now? Yes, there's no taunt. So this, in theory, should be a kill, right? Yep. Alright, we don't need to remove buffs. So let's just go in there and get his Foresight gone. Okay, now remove the taunt. Now let's try to give speed up to Padme here. Oh, ow. It didn't even kill me. Okay, Padme. Nice durability. Get some life back. Let's stay in the game here. A little bit of recovery. More recovery. Kill. And this has got to be close, right? Yeah. Okay. Padme team. Now, if that was Mace Windu or somebody who kept regenerating taunt, I still think we're okay, right? We just got to time it out so that we do a special where Ahsoka assists, gets rid of the taunt, and then hit Qui-Gon. We just have to be more careful about the timing of our courage stacks and stuff like that. All right, CLS here is big mistake, right? Because they annihilate CLS. We could just use a Galactic Legend here. Night Sisters are interesting, but they're going to trigger a quick annihilation. Bounty Hunters could be interesting. Let's see. We don't have a use for Wampa yet. I mean, we could just throw Sith Eternal at it and just be done with it. Although, I don't just... man, I want to see the back wall before I start throwing stuff away. It takes a lot of damage to beat this team, though. This team is no joke. Gas? I mean, maybe we just do gas. But gas against an insta-kill, if I don't get him and they insta-kill me, that still works. The damage is high enough, though, that I don't think they're going to get by. Man, I don't want to do this, but this might be the play just because, God, I hate using a Galactic Legend against Gear 12 characters. That's ridiculous. Let's try Bounty Hunters. If we drop this battle, I feel like we're okay, right? We've got some good teams that we're using. It feels like we can potentially do what must be done. If we don't have a taunt, though, then we can't call Fennec to assist. Is there any tricks here that we can use against an Annihilate? It's so dangerous, though. If we try to kill Nihilus and we don't get him, it's so dangerous. Well, how about Maul? Isolate. Let's see what speed is here. 190, pretty slow. So we should be able to run out a bunch of hits at the start of the fight and kill Nihilus. Or just go on. Does this kill Savage? Will he just generate taunt? Savage gains blah 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 at this. Okay, resilient at the end of his turn. He gains 2 stacks of resilient whenever he's critically hit. He has resilient defense. I don't know if this is enough damage to kill Savage, because it's a bunch of little hits and it's going to crit him and trigger all of his stuff. Stormpooper says, same for me. I'm starting to wonder if I'd be more efficient to skip the Conquest 50 crystal refreshes and lose the daily crystals by failing in GAC. If it weren't for hurting my guild in territory wars. I hate spending the crystals for temporary things. Yeah, I'm just going to use Sith Eternal here. God, I don't want to, but there's just a lot of stuff that I feel like goes badly against this team. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of teams that have enough damage to kill these Sith. That's no problem. The issue is if you almost kill Nihilus, but you don't kill him, that triggers his cooldowns to be reset. He gets an instant Annihilate, and once he kills one of the members on your team, you know, you may or may not be able to win from there. So that's what I'm looking at, you know. Even at Gear 12, this seems scary. It's crazy. There's got to be something. I'm flipping out, guys. There's got to be something I can use here. There's got to be something that I'm missing that would be just fine. You know what? We're going to try the Bounty Hunter team. We're going to try the Bounty Hunter team, and we're just going to hit hard with Fennec, with Boba, and with some assists. And we're just going to try to, you know, punch and kick our way through this. We're going to go for a very offensive datacron if we can. That's got a lot of crit damage. Armor penetration, resistance penetration, crit damage, tenacity. Lots of stuff. Let's take it. I use my Jedi Knight Revan, Grandmaster Yoda, and Jolee against this team all the time. Mark Nihilus, increase cooldowns, kill him. Grandmaster Yoda usually has enough to kill Savage. I can try that. I'll sign up for that. Sure, why not? We got Revan, we got Grandmaster Yoda. Jolee is in here, I think, but my mods on Jolee are pretty bad. Why Jolee Bindo? Can we just do a better? Max health whenever you use grants protection up. Don't interrupt me. What, is there another Jedi that I could put in? I'm not afraid to put in another better Jedi here. So is there something better than Jolee Bindo that, I'm just trying to think of what he's adding to the team, because if he can't resurrect if somebody gets annihilated. I think maybe Bastila here. Use Bastila? He's just who I have for heals. You can do another Jedi if you want. Yeah, okay. We're gonna try Basti here. Alright, so we'll just mark down Nihilus and kill him. We'll just go for a big hit here. And then send him again. Okay, there we go. Send. Flex. Isolated Bastila. That seems okay, right? Let's do the basic here. I guess we should... I'm reluctant to use all the assists because this assist is going to... I mean, it's not going to solve anything right now, and it is going to just take away life. Okay, let's try to mark Treya and kill her. Now we will assist. Okay. And now it's just down to trying to do enough damage to Savage. Okay. The isolate's gone, so that's good. Let's do this. Okay, we got it. Hey, look at that. Nice. Slick. Thank you for the recommendation. If you have an attacker datacron with extra attack on crits, dash on Chewie works. I put dash on Chewie on defense. If I use up their Savage or another good thing, I don't feel too bad with that, right? So it's not a premier defense, but it... I suppose I could swap that out for something else now, but at the time that was kind of what I had that was good. It's been on defense for quite some time. Malgus, or Malgus, I mean. Malgus on the back wall. Tuskens, but that's not too big of a deal. Iden, we should be able to kill Iden with Wampa. The vacuum cleaner here doesn't have a datacron, so that's okay. So Malgus is it. Malgus is the back wall threat. So let's take a look then. We need a good team for Malgus. The JMK, we're either going to do a mirror match there Or we'll try SLKR there. SLKR beats that Malgus quite nicely. Makes the mirror match look more appealing up top. My cat's faster. I don't know how much of an advantage that gives me in that matchup, but it does that turn the tide? I wonder. All right, let's get in here. We'll target CLS first. And my experience, we just put this on auto, right? We just put it on CLS and hit auto, and there's a small chance that they get a super lucky hit. But other than that, it's pretty much just us wearing him out and killing Luke. I found out the hard way one time that you can't kill Chupio first. I took Chupi out pretty quickly in a matchup. And when it's just C-3PO and Luke, there is a lot of recovery. And my Savage didn't get it done. It didn't have enough damage. Luke kept taking extra turns and using his recovery ability, and I kept getting him down close, but could never get him into execute range. So figured out I always kill CLS first, and that seems to go pretty well. All right, let's do the mirror. I can't say the word mirror today. It will not come out of my face. All right. Kenobi. Now, when you guys play this mirror match like this, do you just kill his Kenobi instantly with your insta-kill? Or do you try to get to like a half ult and kill his cat and then work your way through it? How do you guys do it? Because the start of their turn, tanks gain max health protection. It's not really going to help us in this combat though, because our tank's going to get killed right away. We could take this datacron. It's pretty simple. But yeah, how do you guys do it? Do you do a half ult and kill cat with your insta kill, or do you just kill the tank? I try to get half ult, but I usually just have JMK on defense and use JML on JMK if he doesn't have an OP datacron. Against no datacron situation, I just kill Kenobi. Jar Jar says kill cat just in case. Okay, well let's take the long view on this then. Let's try the half ult into killing cat. And that's kind of a secure thing to do, right? So we'll target Kenobi, I guess. Hit him. Then we'll swap here. And then reset so that I can reset also the Shen cooldown. Okay. Let's do a basic. Do the half ult. I'm gonna kill cat. Mo'u. Go in here because he's got foresight on. We will just do a basic here. Actually, still got Shen, so we'll lose it now. So it's a good time to. Shouldn't have done that against foresight. Oh well. Okay. And then this is just kind of, you know what, I don't even want the reset right now. Just try to kill Kenobi here. Well, I guess the tank's going to get in my way. This is inconvenient. Alright. Now we'll do the reset. Fine, we'll get an armor shred over here. super annoying. Alright, now we can ignore taunt, so we should be able to kill Kenobi. Just stay on him till he's gone. Foresight. Okay, let's do an armor shred. Well, nice way to shred armor when you actually just install the dead condition. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, okay. Nice. Okay, good. Don't you have a tank revive datacron that make it trivial? Oh, I did have a tank. I think I did have a tank revive datacron somewhere. I didn't think of that. Yeah, that's super good. That's super good. All right, Gungans and Rogue One. And Luthen. All right, so we've got 3 Galactic Legends. We've also got the team on the back wall that we've got to deal with still, with Malgus. This Luthen team doesn't feel that scary? Question mark? In 5s, I think Luthen is nasty in 5s with the right comp. But this Luthen team, I don't know. I don't feel so threatened by it in 3s. Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe I will pay for my insolence. Let's just get something that's got a good combination of stuff. Doesn't have a dark side mechanic. Or a light side mechanic, I mean. Okay. Yuck. Rogue One only. I don't know, this one might be best. Do you have Gidme available for Malgus? Oh, no, I don't have... I used Padme against the Qui-Gon Jinn team. So we used up our Padme. Gideon's on defense with the Remnant team. Remnant. So I feel like this team... Maybe we just kill Luthen. Does he go into stealth? Summon a rebel trooper, promote him to commander. Luthen is immune to all kinds of stuff. If Saw Gerrera is the leader. Access, otherwise gain curator. Can't stealth. One Moth Morel fighters gain 30% health speed, gain bonus protection. So, I mean, it's good, but is it good enough to justify a Galactic Legend? Let's use the CLS team as a test to find out. Okay. They're taking a lot of turns so far. And they're not taking much damage so far. Okay. Just take the basic here. That's quite a bit of recovery. The days on Chupio is nasty. Yeah, Chupio is going down. Okay. So the damage on this team is kind of like I expected. The durability on this team is more than I expected. Okay. So that didn't work. So let's figure out where our best use of gas would be. I don't think I can rely on gas to beat Malgus. Gas, when he uses the hope ability, is, I mean, he'll sit down and then stand back up, right? So basically, we have to survive and have at least one clone remaining when he does the ult. Do we have anything here that's super good? We've got Echo and Arc Trooper here, so it's not ideal. Tank mechanics, Rogue One mechanics, light side special, health steal, crit damage. Gas versus Luthen, so Kyle can't be revived. No Rex makes it sketchy. Gas versus Luthen. We could try that. No health steal, or no healing immunity. So we'll just go all damage. Yeah, no healing immunity and no insta kill. So we've got to try to just get gas on big damage. Okay. Counterattack there. Okay. That's, I mean, it's just generically, if gas is present, there's no revives for anybody, right? Don't kill my clone, bro. No. No. All right, stop. Get off that. What's going on here? Okay, victory. Victory is mine. All right, so how do we want to divide up the rest of this mess? So we've got Sith Eternal. SLKR beats this. So let's do this with Sith Eternal, with SLKR. Or at least I've been successful with this in a couple prior matchups. First Order. Let's do the tank and Hux. And we'll get a decent datacron here. Where's the scaling tank one? There it is. We'll take that. Make sure crew goes crazy. And that should leave me Sith Eternal against the... let's take the sweep first to try to get stacks off of the generator. Ooh, stunned. Protection down. Lost. Okay. This will, crew took a turn. This is probably going to be stupid, but I want to reset crew. Get rid of the buffs over there. Give him more stats for taking a turn. Alright. The stab really isn't ideal against the generator, but we have to generate stacks if we want to. I suppose we don't need to generate stacks, right? Because we need to generate stacks if we don't kill the generator, but if we kill the generator, then the stacks don't matter. Alright. Fine. Crew should be big enough now that he's not even in danger. Take a stab. Jump in with the alt. And then should be over pretty quickly from there, to be honest. Get our special abilities, we'll ramp damage, and they'll all be dead by the time we get ramped. Alright, steal some mastery over here. Get rid of that damage immunity. And off we go. Alright, Gungans down. Now this Sith Eternal, I feel like this is going to be enough. But man, C is in decline. The Sith Eternal Emperor is pretty weak these days. So we're going to link up. Let's link Raddus and Cassian, because Jin can't be killed anyway, right? If we kill Raddus and Jin at the same time, Raddus will die and Jin will just stand there lolling. Okay. All right. Don't need to regain any protection yet. We put grit on that tank just to try to get him, you know, heal over time, survivability here. If we can get him to last until the end of the battle, we can save some banners. That's literally his only job. His job is to waste time until C gets the ult. 62 on the hope count. It's not that great. Man, that person that we fought the other day, their hope just went straight to 100. It was crazy. All right, 56 banner. Through to ships. Let's take a quick peek here, see what we got for ships. A tough lineup, but we have the Negotiator without the Relic Marauder, which is pretty good for me. Okay. Dark Side Tank Ally Revive. Okay, I don't know. We're going to get the days on us, right? Whether we like it or not. Yeah, we'll take the bonus protection right away. All right. Time for some Wampa ramp. And then we got to take an attack because there's more ramping to be found. Ramp. Ramp. Okay, we got an opportunity for a kill over here. If we can get it. Nope. Alright. Heal up. Okay. Kill. Alright, one down. Big hit. Not big enough. Back in stealth. Do some ramping. And then do some womping. Died from the damage over times. Fantastic. All right. Okay, let's see. What else we got here? Tuscans could be a problem. Malgus. Let's take care of this Malgus now. We'll put in some decent Jedi here. Barris seems okay. Jolie Bindo has some potential. Kiari Mundi. Plo. Stuns. We can stun, right? Alright, let's try this. Support ally. Oh, Barris is a healer? Alright, that makes sense, I guess. Dark side benefits. It does have protection on it, which we want. Special damage, crit damage, health. It's kind of a bad datacron, but we've run out of good ones. And this is just a Cal Kestis, right? But Relic 7. Oh, he's missing a mod. Got a tooth missing. Seer Junda's just durability. Alright, well, we should just be able to go in there and just focus down the Malgus and try to use a stun here and there to keep them under control. Okay. We'll go here and swap it back and go here. He's got damage immunity. Okay. Let's heal up. Just can't get rid of that tenacity down. I guess I needed somebody to dispel debuffs or something. Okay. What is this? Tenacity down on target. Let's try to get something going on here. Pass it back over to her. Nothing. Give this back to Barris. We're not doing any damage to this guy. This guy. It seems to me like we should be doing damage, but okay, we got buff immunity on him for a second. Let's take the alt. Alright. Now let's get serious. No! No, Malgus. No. Come on. Get him. Alright. Alright, alright. Seer or Cal next? I feel like Seer might be easier to beat. Do that. And just trade back and forth. Okay. That looked bad for a minute, guys. I think if I didn't have Barris here, healing up some of that damage that she was taking, I think we would have lost that one. Yikes. Almost lost a battle with my Galactic Legend. Not great. Do Imperial Troopers work here? Loyalty to the Maker. Enemies with protection up can't gain bonus turn meter. We won't have that with Imperial Troopers though, right? Can we just go in here and hit with enough damage? That HK will die quickly. Give us another turn meter boost. What is going on here? Huh. Something just sprayed my leg underneath my computer. I hope it's not my computer's cooling system leaking. That would be bad, and suddenly you guys will be staring at a blank screen with no stream. Okay, whenever Rogue One. Okay, that's just Rogue One stuff. Dark side, tank, defense, health. I don't. Man, I got nothing left with much offense on it. Oh, and this starts with protection up. We can't do that. We can't do that. Wow, we literally have nothing left with offense on it. Crazy. Dark side tank allies. I mean, this is about all we got that's even decent anymore. That's a Night Sister Cron, though. Maybe we actually use it on Night Sisters. It's okay, fine. We'll just take this. Jar Jar says only 2.5 GAC left to do. All right, let's get in here and see if we can trooper this successfully. All right, there we go. Mass assist. This should kill HK. Yeah. Oh. Pfft, we killed him twice. We're just going to take a basic here. Take a basic here. And get a kill for more turn meter. Just us in the vacuum now. For anybody who doesn't know why I call her the vacuum, there's a movie called Spaceballs. And their spaceship turns into Mega Maid, a giant vacuum cleaner. Extends from her arm, and she tries to suck all the air off the planet Druidia. So, whenever I see 50 RT, it reminds me of Mega Maid. So, I think of her as the Mega Maid. Maybe we can't even beat 50, though. Look at this. Our damage is not enough to carve through. Without Gideon, we don't have... Okay, maybe there's a trick here. So let's do this to get crits enabled. Let's do this. Let's do this. Nope. Nothing. Wow, crazy. So we'll just sit there and beat on her then until time's out, and then we'll come in and clean it up with like a Mandalorian or something like that. Just insta-kill her, get her out of here. What was that backstab ogre film? It's called The Gamers. It's a short movie by is it Dead Gentleman? Is that the... Let me take a look here, see if I can look it up on the interwebs. Okay, it's definitely not The Gamer with Gerard Butler. That's definitely not it. Gamer movie. Darkness Rising. Yeah, Dead Gentleman Productions. That's it. Yep. So there you go. Dead Gentleman Productions. Oh, come on. You got rid of all my stacks. I had been stacking up nicely over here. Alright, let's see if we can get another big hit. Nope. Mistimed it. Need to get the crit hits right after he does the that area of effect right there. Well, let's try one last time and see if we can time that out. Try to get stacks here. Can. Nope, she takes a turn. Okay. We gotta wait on that ability for right now. And then set it up. Okay. And then we need Piet to go. Followed immediately by Dark Trooper. And he somehow lost his crit stacks. Yeah. I guess she must have removed him or something, or counterattack. I don't know. Yeah, for anybody who likes Dungeons and Dragons type stuff, that Gamers movie is really funny. It's these college kids are playing D&D, and it kind of cuts back and forth between them playing the game and then the actual characters that are like living it out in game. So it swaps back and forth, and has a cool ending. There's a bunch of like very D&D moments. I mean, if you're a D&D player, you will recognize some of these moments as very stereotypical things that happen. And one of them is the scene with the ballista backstab. Because he's like, I would like to backstab with my dagger. And the DM is like, okay, you know, roll d4 damage. And the guy's like, wait, can I backstab with a sword? And he's like, yeah, I suppose. And then he's like, do we still have that ballista? And the DM's like, I guess. And he's like, can I backstab him with the ballista? So they set it up and they backstab this guy with the ballista. All right. So, this is not Chieftain, right? Chieftain is not in there. So Boba Fett and Mandalorian can work around and kill these other two. And then we should be able to get to a point where we can, you know, kill without revival on the actual one, and then we'll have to kill the ad. But I believe that works. All right, let's give this a try. Yeah, I believe that works. All right, we'll get a taunt. We'll shoot this Tusken Shaman over here. We'll take the rooster hit. Okay. Get to the ult pretty quickly here. Okay. Then we'll annihilate the Tusken. Okay. Needlework. Oh. I think I just made a mistake, y'all. Oh, yikes. We still got to kill this scary lady over here. Should be able to. Is it best to do this? Because this Omicron gains 60% increase to her offense, 5%, and then they gain offense from her. So even if she dies, we don't care. Don't really need a datacron. We're just going to give lots of shred armor. Start giving the kicks here. Come on now. Shred armor again. Gotta just get the good sequence where she doesn't have all that protection up. Armor shred again. Oh man, come on. All right. What? Is it because they're individual hits? They count as individual hits, so each one triggers her abilities? I guess that's what it is. I guess I didn't realize that. So like the first tap that she does with the kick triggers protection up. So we'll just see if we can get like 26 armor shreds on here, and maybe that'll be enough. There we go. 13 armor shreds and counting. All right. All right. We got it finally. Yikes, what a scary thing. Let's do Mandalorians here because we can. Why not? No datacron needed. That's what I'm talking about. Get on in there. We'll stack up right now so that we can do a nice series of big hits here. Kill him all the times that we need to. And then get Dengar. Oh, got him. 56 banners. All right, moving on. Ships. I got to do some fleet arena for myself as well here sometime soon. Let's go do a fleet arena real quick. And then we'll go back to GAC arena. Okay, let's get on in there. All right, all right, all right. Tactics. Got to think tactics. Whoosh. What else you guys want to talk about? You got any fun questions for me about life, the universe, leadership, management, how to be a supervisor, how to work with people in today's scary work environments? Anything y'all want to ask me, I'll try to give you a good answer. And if I don't have a good answer, we'll at least do a funny answer. Of course, with the caveat that we'll let people know it's meant to be funny. We won't try to get people to take a dumb answer and take it seriously. Okay, let's get the buffs off of here. Okay, the tank is debuffed now. We still got the breach on. What are we gonna do here? Entity's turn. Grant ally a bonus turn. So we could get the breach off the Outrider. This is just better though, right? This is just better because maybe the Outrider's turn will get rid of the breach. Yeah, okay. Okay. So as long as we don't get re-breached before our next go. Alright. Now we're back to Slave 1. Let's get that thing out of here before it drops the bomb on us. Tantive away. Executor away. Area of effect for fun and profit. Auto. All right. There's also a part in that Gamers movie where the mage is terrified to go across the water. So like the old A-Team thing where they used to knock out Baracus to put him on an airplane or whatever, they decided they were going to knock out the mage to take him across the river. And the barbarian, like, crit hits him and kills the mage. Didn't mean to hit you that hard, buddy. There's just a lot of stuff in that movie that makes me laugh. It's one of those movies, too, that if you like that kind of thing, if it's the kind of thing you like, you can watch it like 5 times, and it's funny every time. You can watch it 10 times, it's probably funny every time. Sith Fighter is basic. No. Okay, so we do this, and then we do the special on Vader so that Vader gets the hit on the ship here. Dodge. Bring in the defender. Stun. This first part just goes like clockwork. And then it comes to this point where you got to try to kill this ship over here. And you kind of either get it or you don't. And the battle is completely different depending on whether or not you get that hit. I'm going to take this ability right now. Okay. Got the numbers. Ship in. Stuck behind taunt. Okay, defender dodge, please. Okay, there we go. We get our second reinforcement. We do get the buff immunity on the tank, so we can just go all in on the this. Oof. He decided he's going all in too. He's like, I ain't messing around. All right. The defender's in really good shape, so let's try to salvage this scythe. I don't really want to remove buffs right now. Let's just take a basic. Okay. You take an attack, but we're going to dodge it. We might get one more capital ship ability, which is nice. Take an assist, get some stacks off of this guy. Just stack removal. That's the plan. Okay. And then I found, my experience, I can't just keep going after the stacks. I do have to go after the Dorito. We'll go after the stacks here because we get 6 stacks. But then with our regular ships, we will kill the Dorito. Lose our capital ship now, that's fine. We kept it for a long time, this combat. It's pretty good. Alright. We should be okay here. Lots of stacks. Another reinforcement, seriously. Good Lord. and he gets more stacks. I gotta stun him so he can't counterattack. Now just give me a turn so I can take off those last 6 stacks. Please. Alright. Got that. I find that ship is really hard for me to deal with. I know a lot of people have said that, like, they don't have issues with it, but man, it just keeps getting the stacks back as fast as I can take them off, it seems like. Alright, so 1 down, and then we've got a pretty standard Executor fight, but we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to get this instead. And I will take a 3rd ship, though I don't think I need it, and that's going to give me that Cassian's U-Wing back so that I can use that when I fight the Negotiator with my First Order fleet. That's what I'm planning on doing. So we'll do it that way. Okay. Scare out the Xanadu blood. Oh man. Didn't get him. And they're focusing on the tank. They're going to kill the tank. Not great. Oh, they didn't quite get him. All right. We're going to go 2 in a row reinforcements here. That's going to force us to do a spin with our Falcon, but I'm okay with that. All right. Get out of there. Let's try to get the taunt off here so we can focus here. And we should get another reinforcement pretty quickly. 5 ships on the field. Tank fully recovered. They've got good progress toward their ult though, so it's not great, but I mean, we shouldn't be in too much trouble here. He's only got 2 ships on the field. Having a 3rd ship on the field would make a big difference, but all right, we'll take this, and then we'll take a big hit from the. Oh, I should have. Yikes! I should have done the special to make sure that I got my ult next time. I missed that. Okay, now we got Slave 1. We'll take an area of effect. Try to see if we can get Razor Crest out of there. Success. Keep hammering down on Slave 1, and we got the ult next time. Capital ship goes. That's good. Executor leaves. Nothing left but for the success. All right, 2 at once. Let's go. Did you manage to get D&D character sheets done? What do you mean, Jar Jar? Like for all the characters? I've got X done. I've got X completed. I'm going to be working on that and post. I'll have X on the channel, RPG channel, by the end of the weekend. It'll be X's whole build from level 1 all the way to 20. All of the stuff I'm going to be doing, how I'm planning it out. This one, that, and that should be the SF tie. It's not. We want the SF tie. Okay. Cassian's U-Wing. What? Click the wrong button, wrong order. Alright. This should do it. No tank starting out, which is interesting. But we're going to missile the Anakin and should be able to get this fleet managed. All right, here we go. The whole idea is to kill Anakin before my first reinforcement, and then when I get my first reinforcement, to bring in Cassian's U-Wing, pull Anakin out of stealth, and yeah, finish the battle. Okay, Interesting. So we didn't even get through his unending loyalty, but the enemy capital ship reapplied it. Now we got through it. Let's try a big hit over here, just see how much damage we can do. All right, here's the Cassian's U-Wing. Strip off all the buffs. Target there. Call and assist. Anakin down. I love Cassian's U-Wing as a reinforcement with this Finalizer fleet. If you guys have never tried it or played it this way, against both the Negotiator and the Malevolence fleet, either one, this really has game-changing effects. All right, days on everything. Just take that, and this is where Plo comes in. If we live that long. Okay. None of this works, right? None of it works because we've all got days on, so. Oh boy. Let's try to get Ahsoka out of here. We really need the Plo now. Plo. Taunt. Ahsoka gets rid of the taunt, but at least our silencer didn't get killed by that. All right, go over here. Oh man. Come on, Ahsoka. Stun. Turn meter. More turn meter. Yeah, it should be a kill. And give us advantage. And then he's got crit hit immunity, so there's not much we can do here. But we're going to go ahead and take an assist. Get some damage. And then the big hit should be enough to kill him. Never mind. Pass it over. You can go away. Even without a crit, that's hitting really hard now. Okay, 209. YD says, hey DL, can you give me an account review? Yeah, we can take a look. Sure, why not? Full clear. 1998. 2000 is a good full clear. So we dropped one battle on the back wall, right? With 50 RT. We dropped a battle on the front wall as well, I think. Yeah, the Mon Mothma Luthen. So two missed battles. We got a decent defense down though, I think, and I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful on this one. I think this one's a win. I'm going to go back in and play more fleet. We are way below where we want to be. So let's grab some fleet placement, then I'll take a look at your account. Dusk said I'd also like a review. All right, sure. Why not? Let's take a look. If you guys want something specific, tell me what it is that you're looking for, what I can help you with, and that way I know how to direct my inspection on your stuff. All right. More breaches. Let's call this in, get rid of the breaches. Hopefully get an assist, get rid of taunt. Okay, I'm gonna go back over here. I like doing damage to this ship like this because, oh wow, we got it through the first instance. Because then when they call in a reinforcement, you start killing that. It doesn't always get healed all the way. Oh wow. Wow, this is going incredibly well. I know his capital ship is a little bit lower. 5 stars, I think, on this capital ship. All right, just waiting for the alt now. So YD or Dusk, just if you could tell me what it is that you're looking for, that does help me. Okay. All right, there's the alt. Now it's over. Pretty quickly take out this Hound's Tooth. I think if to farm Bo-Katan, Sith Eternal, Profundity, or Horde for GL Ahsoka. Well, GL Ahsoka, we still don't know exactly what's going on there, right? So that's still a little bit of a question mark. Bo-Katan is reliably a good thing. Okay, 121, 146, 525. The 1-0 with the Force. Legends of the Unknown Regions Exalted. Okay, this is you, I assume, Dusk, or YD. Just let me know. 121, 146, 525. So that's the numbers that you gave me. 2-8 in fleets, 4-4 in ships. Galactic War Battles 113. So 3 years old on the account. We've got the Executor, Negotiator, Malevolence. Negotiator, Malevolencer, nice. 7 stars. Good, 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 good. Finalizers in. No Raddus fleet, though. Okay. Character-wise, 5 Galactic Legends. SLKR, Leia, Jabba. So still need Sith Eternal and Lord Vader. And still need Rey. Oh, interesting. Did you not buy the Lightspeed bundles when they were out? It's not a judgment, it's just a question. Yeah, okay. Alright, so no Rey. Commander Ahsoka Tano, Relic 6. Darth Bane's in the house. Did you do Gungans? Nope. Did you do the Galactic Republic? Padawan Obi-Wan is there. Queen Amidala, I don't see. Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan, right? There she is, Relic 3. Alright, so, I mean, first order of priority, I would get her to 7 with these guys for the raid. I'd be directing my relic materials there. I think that's your biggest opportunity. You probably know that already. So what to do? Bo-Katan, Sith Eternal, Profundity, or hold for Ahsoka. You're at 7.8 million. You've got 5 Galactic Legends. Looks like you're getting your fleet placement. So you don't. You can chase. You can chase Ahsoka. I think that would be the wise thing to do, because we've seen that, like, they'll upgrade the raid. They'll do something different. Galactic Legend Ahsoka is going to be the key to 70 different kinds of events once she becomes available in the game. They want to drive people to spend a whole lot of money on her. So I think you still have a good chance of getting her into your account while she's still relevant. So I would say work on the Galactic Legend Ahsoka. The relic levels needed for that are pretty high. So I'm not sure that you could get another journey in the background at the same time. While you're working on Cairo and relic levels, what I've done is I've taken some of these characters that I have at Gear 12 and just popped them up to like Relic 1 or Relic 3 for Grand Arena. Savage, Traya, Nihilus, I think are worth it. So if you could pop your Traya, Savage, and Nihilus, even just a Relic 1, it makes a huge difference in how that team plays. And even if you just want to keep it on offense, you can beat quite a lot of stuff just with Relic 1 versions of it. if you want to sort of wait a little bit on the Galactic Legend Ahsoka and do a little more of a slow roll on it, I think the Bo-Katan Mandalore is also a very legitimate journey. Because Bo-Katan is going to give you the ability to deal with other people's Gungans, which is nice. Gets you more Kairos in territory battles if you're in a guild that's doing that, which is nice. If you get Bo-Katan Mandalore and you're not in a guild that's doing that, you can, potentially find a guild that's doing it. So, yeah. I think that really narrows it down. Going back for profundity, I wouldn't. I feel like they're going to introduce another new fleet. I felt like that for a year now, I guess. But, eventually, given a long enough timeline, there's going to be another fleet after Leviathan. So I feel like for a lot of us, going for the next fleet would be better than reaching back for the fleet we're missing, so to speak. So, yeah, I'd focus on Bo-Katan or Ahsoka, Galactic Legend Ahsoka, or do Bo-Katan to buy yourself time to, by the time you get through the Bo-Katan journey, then you'll know all of what's in the Galactic Legend Leia journey, or Galactic Legend Ahsoka journey, and what you're going to need there. That's what I would do. Take a quick look at mods. Cat, fastest non-GL character, 356. Pretty good. Darth Revan, 349. That's a fast Darth Revan. I would be tempted to get that faster set onto Ahsoka. I don't know, it feels like if your cat goes first in some matchups, especially depending on the datacrons. But if you find that your cat's fine and you don't need her to go first, then you can keep the fast ones on Revan. That's fine too. Piet Marjade, Queen Amidala. Do you buy signal data from Conquest? So, like, one of the most efficient things to do, I noticed that you got a lot of relics that are, like, maybe lower level than you want the relics. So, Relic 3 here. When I see characters at Relic 6, it's really kind of an awkward thing, and it feels to me like, you're on your way to 7, and then you stop at 6, because you don't have the materials, and you're waiting on 7, and then you just kind of never get 7. Again, I'm not saying that's what happened, but that's how it is on my account. Whenever I get a Relic 6, I'm kind of stuck in the middle. So if you buy the $10 pass for Conquest to make sure that you get enough character shards, then you can spend your Conquest currency to buy all that signal data out of hard Conquest. And that is quite a boost. That is quite a bit of signal data that you get every Conquest. Helps a lot. Helps a lot. Something to take a look at. YD says I buy shards. Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to unlock the characters without buying the pass, then you kind of got to buy the shards. But it's something to think about. Something to think about. The $10 pass, you really get a lot of stuff for. Conquest becomes easier, and you get a lot of good rewards off of the path. And you free up your currency, your Conquest currency for stuff other than shards. So the total package, the total of what you get is pretty worthwhile in my opinion. It's not an opinion, okay? It's pretty worthwhile if you're willing to spend. I'll qualify it that way. Fact-based, it's a good purchase. Opinion-based, whether or not you're willing to spend any money on it. Okay. Get in here and do another Fleet Arena. So YD, was there any other questions that you had? Anything else that I could answer? I mean, your account looks good. It looks like, you're paying attention to mods. You've got your fair share of characters over 300, which is, you know, means you're doing the right things there. You've got good characters built. You've got good fleets built. I mean, everything's pointed in the right direction. So, I mean, 2 thumbs up for your account building, man. Looks good. I feel like you always for accounts that are in the position that you're in, going after the new stuff seems to make more sense to me because, you know, if you did go back for profundity, I mean, imagine we go back for profundity and then they come out with a pack that's like a profundity pack. And then you're just kind of stuck. You're like, well, you know, I just relicked all that stuff and got all those ships, and now they're giving it to people for $13.49 or something. So I have this aversion to doing older content just because, you know, they may completely devalue it by offering a Lightspeed bundle. That's why I won't do Lord Vader. I mean, whenever they offer a Bad Batch pack, whenever that becomes, you know, something we can purchase for Lightspeed bundle, that's going to be my trigger to go for Lord Vader. Until then, I'm going to sit on it. Because if I do build it, then, you know, they'll come out with the pack next week, and I'll flip the table and throw things. And the usual things that I do. I mean, you've seen me do that all the time on the stream. No, never mind. Never happens. But I'd think about it. It would make me want to. See, that's the thing. Okay. Here's a management lesson for all you guys. For anyone who's in a leadership position, or maybe even sometimes somebody who's just in a team, I tell my supervisors, it's okay to be mad. You're allowed to have emotions. If something makes you angry or frustrated or upset, you're allowed. You're allowed to feel those emotions. You are allowed to act like you're angry in front of your people. Sometimes, to get people's attention in the right way, you just got to point at them and say, hey, y'all, I'm really disappointed with what happened last night. We're not going to have more shifts like that. This has got to happen differently. Going forward tonight, here's what I expect out of my crew. You guys got to get it together, whatever, right? You can never do both things at the same time. Never act mad when you really are mad. You have to separate those two things. So if you want to act mad for effect, you can never be mad. Because then if somebody makes a smart aleck comment, set you off, and then you're saying things you're going to regret, that can't happen, right? It's okay to be mad. It's okay to act mad. But you can never act mad while you actually are mad. That's my thoughts on it. All right, let's take a look at Dusk over here. All right. Galactic power, 8.65 in characters, 3.5 in ships. Galactic war battles won 18,000, so 4 years, a little over 4 years, something like that. So right about the little less old than the Loquitur account. All right, let's take a look in here. Executor Profundity, Malevolence Negotiator, Finalizer. Again, no resistance. So this is funny. A long time ago, I kept talking about how much I liked Rey, and other people talked about how much Rey was kind of a dud, right? But man, to this day, I still like Rey. I feel like she fills a valuable slot in my roster. There's always some kind of team in datacron that she looks good with on defense. So, man, I've liked Rey. So for people without Rey, you know, if that Lightspeed bundle comes back around and you're willing to purchase Lightspeed bundles, I think Rey is really worth it. All right, so 4 Galactic Legends. Luke and Jabba, nice pair there. Kenobi, SLKR, good there. Dusk says, after Leia, I was thinking of Leviathan, as fleet's been a pain for me, but I'm open to farming other paths. Okay, so you're close on Leia. That's good. You're thinking about Leviathan. Okay. Gungans. Galactic Republic. Let's see. Okay, so here's a question. When I look at your account, I see that you bought the Jedi pack. So you've got raid participation from the Jedi pack. You've probably got raid participation from some separatists. Okay. But the 2 key teams for raid, for this raid, are Gungans and Galactic Republic. And I don't see either one. Even if you don't have Queen Amidala, I'm looking through here trying to see if you've built her. I don't see her. So maybe you didn't even get Queen Amidala out of Conquest. You should be able to, though. Hopefully you have her. But these guys have their own assault battle now, right? They've got their own assault battle type event, which they're good for the raid. They're good for the event. They will be good for the event forever going forward. So even after the raid's gone, you're still going to get payout for having those guys. I'm thinking about even taking mine to Relic 9 just because, you know, it unlocks another tier of the event. Gets me more raid participation. So that's the first thing I see with your account. If your guild isn't pushing the raid participation with an account as good as yours, you know, maybe you need to build some of the teams that'll do well in raid and upgrade your guild. I'm not telling you you have to, just pointing it out that that would be an option. Because that raid, oh man, this stinks because, you know, I used to be able to go back and forth and do stuff, and now I really can't. With 2 accounts open, I could switch back and forth between accounts. But if you look at this reward box, right? And let's say guilds that aren't paying attention might be down here. And you get 9,700 and 2,000. You get up here, you get 9,700, but you get 4,000. You're doubling your token 3 every raid. Every raid. From now until the end of time. And that's only twice as much participation, right? 67 to 130. That's basically doubling the participation. 130 represents everybody in the guild being able to do something like 2.7 million. So if you did 27 times 50, what would that be? 27 times 5 is 130, 40, 140, something like that. Yeah. So that would, I mean, that would get you there. 2.7 million for everybody among all your teams. Anyway, if your guild's already there and they don't need you to participate, that's fine too. That's fine too. I'm going to play this battle to get my fleet placement above 5 if I can. And then I'm going to go back to your account. So I'm not done taking a look. We're going to get back into it. But I do want to at least take a shot at top 5 fleet placement today, if I can. My guild requires 2 million, and we get 1.130 box. A lot of my guild mates get similar or better. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm a big fan of that Queen Amidala team. It's 3 characters. It works in 3s. It works in 5s. It's raid participation. It's like just thick with value. The efficiency of building those characters is very high in the game right now. And the fact that it will continue to be valuable in the future is also really good. Okay, something got messed up here. I don't know why. But we're going to take the shot over here. Now we're going to clear. And we're going to try another shot. And we didn't get it on either one. Oh no! We might be doomed, y'all. That Dorito's healing up. My goodness. Alright, let's strip off these buffs. We got to get on this. The tank didn't get buff immunity, so I don't think we can succeed here, but we're not going to give up, surely. Okay. That was insanely good. Like, better than it had any justification for me to expect. Alright. I went from thinking I was losing to doing the ult and instantly having victory. Alright, and we've even got one battle left to put the Profundity fleet back in place. Alright. Back to allies. What? Back to allies. Ally code for Dusk. 270 of 330 on Amidala. Okay, well, you should get her. I don't know, though. Are her shards in the shop? If her shards are in the shop, that's something, but you know, she's out of conquest now, right? It's Luthen and Ezra. Yeah. So, I mean, I would probably still build those 2 Jedi. I'd probably still build them. Kind of as the priority. You could put them under a different lead. Probably won't be as successful as the Queen Amidala lead, but you could probably put them under another Jedi and just play a 3-person team and still get really high participation. Because it's the interaction between the 2 of them that gets a lot of damage done. So, yeah. So Leia will be good for the account. Okay. So let's read here. Dusk says, yeah, they've been something that's been interesting to me. What's the best way to mod the Queen's team for the raid? Any ideas? Okay. So Dusk, let's just take a quick look at your mods, and then I'll get on to Jar Jar's question. But yeah, I would stick with the path that you're on. Leia sounds good. Let me make sure I'm not getting 2 guys confused here. Is it YD that says Leia? Yikes. Okay, Dusk said after Leia I was thinking about Leviathan. You only had one of the fleets, right? Oh no, you have Profundity and Executor. Leviathan. Yeah, I think the same thing. Let's just look at Sith Empire here and give you a better answer. Well, you've got these guys relict. Malgus is relict. Revan's relict. Sith Empire Troopers ready to go. Sith Assassin is relic 3. Actually, Leviathan doesn't look bad. I mean, it's pretty easily within reach for you, right? Ooh, Sith Fighter. There's a lot of farming to do on your Sith Fighter. You need the bomber, you need the interceptor. So that's going to set your timeline. That's going to set your timeline. So here's what you do. You know, you start working on your next project for your characters. If you don't have Bo-Katan Mandalore, but again, if you haven't been farming IG-12 or Paz, you don't have that timeline either. So here's what I would do. I would start farming up those ships. I would start hitting those 2 Jedi every day for farming. I would... it's Master Qui-Gon that's on a regular node, right? So I'd farm him twice a day. Farm Padawan out of the cantina. Farm your ships. I would do those 2 Jedi to relic. Eventually, on a long enough timeline, I'd take them all the way to relic 7 by the time you get your Queen Amidala, and I would go do Profundity or Leviathan. I think that's a good order, but you have to start farming those Leviathan ships now and working on other stuff in between. It's not a bad path. Aren't they both Cantina? Are they? No. Are they? 353 speed on Moff Gideon. That's pretty good. Revenant 343. That's a pretty fast set there. Maul at 338. All right, so you're doing well with your mods. Not much to talk about there. Not much to talk about there. I don't know what other advice there is that I could give you, my friend. I think that about sums it up. If there's anything else specific that you want to know, let me know. So, Galactic Republic. Master Qui-Gon is Cantina. Okay. Padawan Obi-Wan, also Cantina. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would do it. I would sacrifice my Cantina energy, get those guys up. That frees up your regular energy to farm all those ships. Then you relic those characters, use your Cairo there, and then swing back around for Leviathan. In terms of modding the Galactic Republic, so what you want Queen Amidala to be reasonably fast. I've heard that 340 to 350 is kind of a sweet spot. We've got ours at 345 on the Loquitur account. But just offense everywhere. Right? All of these characters, if you take a shot with her, it's got to hurt. Because basically in the raid, if you can't do enough damage, you won't succeed, right? It's just that simple. So you either have to have an offense set with good speed and then a speed arrow, or a speed set like this with an offense arrow and good speed substat. But yeah, you still want Queen Amidala to be hitting hard. And at higher relic levels, these characters are extremely durable in the raid. So unless something goes wrong and you start losing your decoy and all that at the wrong time. With the Jedi, we're going to do same kind of thing. Offense, crit damage, offense, speed. Now, very important, 289 speed here. That makes the ideal speed for Qui-Gon 290. Right? So ideally, you would love to have him on almost the same speed as, but just slightly faster, right? So you want him to be just a touch faster so that all throughout the raid as turns go on, it's always Master Qui-Gon taking a turn right before. So I actually slowed him down. You can see 14 speed mods. He's got a 22 speed mod there and a speed here. And I did put more tanky stats on him because he was the one that appeared to be less durable in some of these fights. So I could probably swap out the speed mod and actually slow him down, you know, another 15 speed if I had a good speed mod with a speed substat. Let's take a look. What do we got? Defense with 15 speed, something like that would be perfect, right? Because then we take him right down to 290. I might just stick that on there right now. That would be just right for him. 290. And then he literally goes one speed before my for the Padawan Obi-Wan. So even with Padawan Obi-Wan, I think maybe even to have offense on here instead of crit damage. But offense set, all offense, and then you got to try to get him fast enough. I had a set on him that was really fast. I had him at like 310, and then Qui-Gon was like 315 or something like that. And it actually didn't work as well. It has something to do with, basically you want the droids to take their first round of attacks before you go the first time with your Jedi. Or at least that seemed to be what worked better for me. So I actually had to slow him down. Yep. That's modding on these guys, at least the way I've done it. And I didn't get full participation last time. I played it 2 or 3 times, and the last time I did it, they got to enrage right before the last wave, and then I killed 2 or 3 things off the last wave, and I was at like 2.5 million, and I said that's good enough. I'm not going to replay the whole thing to try to get to 2.7. So I haven't actually completed it at 2.7 with this team yet, but very close. If I could have got that second to the last wave down with like 1% less, they literally enraged on the last action before that final wave. So I was like literally 1 action off of getting, if you get to the final wave and they enrage on the final wave, then you get 2.7. But they enraged right before the final wave. So my modding is still not quite good enough. Jar Jar says his Padawan is 264 and Qui-Gon is 346. Yikes. That's a big speed difference. 346 for Queen is the same. No POW Zeta. Yeah, no, I'm going to put the Zetas on those guys this week. So after the Zeta event, I'm in good shape on Zetas. But I had just applied a bunch of Zetas because I did all the Gungans. I put Zetas everywhere on the Gungans, did Queen Amidala, and I ran myself down to almost no zetas, and it's weird. I feel like I have to have 100 zetas in the bank. 100 to me feels like 0, because if a character came out that I really wanted that had like 3 or 4 zetas on it, I just want to have those in the bank and do it instantly. So it's this weird thing where I feel like I feel like I have to have zetas in the bank or I'm broke. It's dumb. It's a risk aversion thing, I guess. Fear of being left out. So yeah, after the event, I'm at 146. So I packed down a bunch of zetas. I'll have plenty of them to feel like I can do Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan here. So in this week's update, we'll get those taken care of. Get them knocked out. All right. Okay, so that's it. We're going to move on to the Lex Talionis project. And unfortunately, the way this EA launcher relaunches, I feel like I have to hide my screen. A couple times already we've messed it up and not gone back to the right screen when I change over to Lex Talionis. So let's try real hard not to do that this time. Do hit that like saber if you're in here and you're hanging out and you haven't hit that like saber yet. I would sincerely appreciate if you could do that. It does help me. It helps the game, helps the channel. And I would appreciate it. It won't launch. Why will you not launch? This is a no launch doing situation. Come on. Okay. I guess I just had to yell at it and beg. The begging. Bumping it in case you missed it. Oh, I did, JMK. I missed it. I didn't see you ask for account stuff. No, I didn't see that, sir. I apologize. I'm going back through and I still don't see it. JMK. Yeah, no, go ahead. Put your numbers in there, man. Put your numbers in there and we'll take a look at all this stuff together and see if it helps you or helps other people. I was so focused on my Loquitur account. See, this is where playing 2 accounts at the same time is super nice, because I could have just interactively played my fleet battles, but in this case we messed around so much that I didn't even play on my Talionis account, so no fleet placement for me today. But yeah, slap your numbers in there. Let's take a look. We're farming this. Kind of inefficient, but with the way this account plays, you gotta do what you gotta do. 208, 216, 148, we could use some more. There. And let's just knock out some signal data. Empty out this inbox. Let's go. Somebody gave me a direct message. Okay. 1 second. Let me check. All right. Here we go. Back to the right screen. Okay. Unsure whether profundity should be my next push or some rounding out, as I'm missing some core teams. All right, let's take a look. 597, 675 786. Search. Is this you? 597 675 786. General Nugani Kunzo Yubnub TCE Eternal. Alright, 8.8 million galactic power, 5 in characters, 3-5 in ships. If it's not you, let me know before I get too far. Galactic War Battles 1, 15,000. That's 3.5, almost 4 years on the account. Okay. Indeed. Alright, Executor, Malevolence, Negotiator. 5. So you've only got one of the capital ships. Alright, at 8 million, I do think that thinking about one of the other capital ships could be a good idea. 5 Galactic Legends, Rey, SLKR, Leia, Luke, Jabba. Third Sister, Relic 9. Big commitment there. Jedi Knight Cal Kestis is in the house. Jedi Knight Luke is 8, Relic 8. Alright. Zori Bliss, Relic, nice. I keep wanting to relic her, but just can't seem to find the priority to get it done. Master Qui-Gon, Padawan Obi-Wan, Gear 12. Okay, all the same stuff that we talked about before still applies. These guys are definitely worth relicking for the event, the raid, the blah, 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 all of it. Repeat. Jedi Knight Anakin, Relic 3. I always feel like he's such a useful, just basically useful character. I wouldn't mind more relic levels on him. Did you do Gungans? Working on Gungans. Alright, nice. So the Gungans have to be your priority then, so that whenever the next event rolls around, you got to be ready for Jar Jar next event. So you know, that's your top 4 characters to work on. Your other 2 Gungans and your 2 Jedi. I would do those ahead of everything else. Okay. Unsure whether Profundity should be in the next push or some rounding out as I'm missing some core teams. Let's look at your Sith Empire. Not built. Leviathan's a long way away then. Rebel stuff. So we've got a bunch of rebels. It's pretty good. You'd need to build Biston, Cara Dune. Where's your Cassian? Is Cassian not even unlocked yet? Am I just missing him? Oh, there he is. He's right next to Jin. Okay, I see him. Alright, so yeah, Profundity is a bit of a build too. I think Profundity is looking good for your account. You've done the Leia, you've done Jedi Master Luke. So you've got a lot of the Jedi stuff already done. Or a lot of the Rebel stuff already done. Profundity looks good. Looks good for this account. Gungans first. Build your 2 Jedi. Profundity. And then either Ahsoka or Bo-Katan Mandalore. One of those 2 things after you're done with Profundity. If there's other advice that you want or need, let me know. 323 on 7th Sister. 313 on Piet. For an 8 million account that's as old as yours is, I would expect to see a little more speed. 302 on Zori Bliss. It's not bad. You've paid attention to mods. You've got some sets that are over 300 or close. But don't skip mod day. Don't skip mod refreshes every single day. Even if it feels like it's hard to afford those refreshes. Work your mod strategy. I guess my big question is, when's the right time to come full circle and work on some basic stuff I don't have, like Darth Revan, Malak, Conquest tunes, etc.? Never. The answer to that is never. So, on my Loquitur account, here's my philosophy so far at this moment. I work on characters when something triggers me to want to work on them. I'll give you a good example. Okay. When I went into Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, this is my Lex Talionis account. Sorry. When I went into Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, you also need Sir Junda at Relic 7 to do the event. Well, if I've got Sir Junda at Relic 7, and I've got Jedi Knight Cal, which means I've also got Cal, it seems to me like I need to build Malgus now. So that's it. So my Malgus has sat in my account for a long time. I keep looking at him going, I should really build that character. But now that I've had to build Seer, now it feels like I need to build Malgus, right? And it's not that I couldn't have built Malgus and those other characters before, but because I had to build some of those characters anyway, Malgus looks a lot better to me now. So that's what I would say. If you're going to go for Leviathan, that's when you go back and you build your Darth Revan team. And again, they could very easily come out with a Sith Empire Lightspeed bundle. And that would be your trigger to go, okay, now we're going to do Leviathan, for example. Or Bad Batch or any of that stuff. Going backwards, dipping into that stuff. If you say, honestly, I'm never going to buy a Lightspeed bundle ever, well then work on anything you want in the account. Work on anything you want. But if the Lightspeed bundles are attractive to you and you don't mind buying one every 3 to 6 months, just let the Lightspeed bundles fill in your old stuff slowly over time and focus on getting the new stuff, because it's going to be 2 or 3 years before they put out a Lightspeed bundle on the newer stuff. It doesn't mean you can't go back and do older content, but it's just my philosophy. It's kind of how I think of it. And if you want to do a Conquest character, do it. It's important to say, if you have a character that you like or you want to build or that feels good to you or that you think would be fun, just do it. It's a game, and if you're doing everything mechanically in the game because it's efficient, it makes the game feel clunky, right? So you want to do what's efficient, but you also want to do what's fun. You want to have fun. Oh, we're tapping into the speeder bike pursuit. All right. Try some speeder bikes on this account. All right, let's get into Grand Arena. Stream's going quite long today. My opponent, 5.3 million galactic power, 2 3-inch ships, 3-inch characters. Galactic War Battles 13888. It's not even a year old on this account. Holy cow. All right, not a year old, already has Executor. Already has 5.3 million. Negotiator at 7 stars. That has to be the gas bundle, right? Yeah, it has to be the gas bundle. Ray, SLKR. Oof. I guess those Lightspeed bundles are right at a year old now, huh? Because all that stuff came out right after I started the Lex project, which is a year old now. He's got Kiadi Mundi. He's got the Jedi. Okay. Well, I mean, my only consolation is hopefully his mods are bad. 303 on Revan. Not that bad. 283 on Mara Jade. Okay. I'm outclassed in just about every way you can think of. Full clear, no problem. He's got Ray on defense. These guys with their crazy accounts, hanging out in Bronzium. All right, let's just try to get some wins here. See what we can do. Jedi team against Jedi team. Try to get some big hits with this Anakin. Well, needed a big hit because instantly got Qui-Gon killed. That's good though, right? That's good. Take that. All right, this team. Imperial Troopers. As long as we're fast enough, we should have pretty good control. 239. All right. Full relic resistance team, what we're going to do, we're going to drain their turn meter, try to establish control, get sickening amounts of turn meter. Okay. We're about to lose our train if we don't get a kill. Whew! That was close. Yeah, we're going to lose our turn meter train because not ideal. All right, let's just chip away at Ray here. We got to get her out of here if we want to win this. Armor Shred. FTW. All right. Moff Gideon is fantastic against that team. Back in the day, a long time ago. Look at this, he's got Sith Empire with Malgus on defense at Gear 12. Yikers. I really just don't have anything at all that can challenge Ray on this account. If we did dash on Chewie, how far could we get with that? We're going to try dash on Chewie just for the fun of it, because maybe, oh dear Lord, one shot, one kill. Okay. Yeah, I'd how do we beat this? Whirlwind again. We're not beating a Galactic Legend, y'all. All right, Empire team. Let's try the awfuls in here. Let's go. Oh, they were too fast. They were too fast for me. Yeah, I have no chance of winning at all. What can we do here? We could try clones just for the funsies. Let's try clones. Sacrifices in. Alright. Get rid of some of those debuffs, because we can. Try to get over here on Bastila. They're attacking 5s. But my other clones are weak and they're almost dead and they're still attacking 5s. Okay, now we're off to the races. Let's go. Fear. Can't be having fear. Can't be afraid, Rex. Can't be dead either. Yeah, that's too much. All right. Yeah, we're done with this GAC. It's no reason to even play. Galactic Legend on defense, plenty of offense to clear me. We can't keep up with that. He's got a Gear 12 GK. Sith Empire bundle would be a life-saving. Thanks for taking a look, says GNK. All right, no problem, man. I'm happy to help. I hope it helps you. I hope it helps the rest of the people watching this. I'm going to sign off there for the day. Thank you all for coming out to watch. I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember to hit the like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe to the channel. Use the notification bell so you know when I'm doing these live streams. And, of course, join us over on the Discord. We've got a nice Discord community. The links are up above and down below. Come on in. Be part of that community. It's a great place for new players, mid-game players to hang out. So hope to see you over there. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next Holocron.